Relax on the table. Honorable members, I beg for your patience as we undertake some procedure. Honorable members, sorry for the delay. As the tradition of the House dictates, you recognize special guests seated at the Speaker's gallery or at the public gallery. I wish therefore to recognize a seasoned member of this House, Honorable Karen. Honorable Karen. Thank you. I then wish to recognize the presence of chief officers present, Mr. Kimathi, Mr. Mitugo, Ms. Betty Mutomi. Thank you. I wish to recognize directors seated at the Speaker's Gallery, all directors from the county government. Thank you. I wish to recognize the Regional Manager, Coop Bank, Mr. Robert. This for members present. Honorable members, having undertaken administration of affirmation of office of members present, we shall now proceed to the election of the Speaker. Honorable members, pursuant to standing orders, a number of activities were required for election of the Speaker before the first sitting. I will proceed to detail each of such activities and the manner in which we have complied with the standing orders. Firstly, Standing Order 7.1 requires, upon Governor notifying the place and the date for the first sitting of the new assembly, pursuant to Standing Order 5.1, the clerk shall, by notice in the Gazette and at least 2 newspapers of national circulation, notify the fact and invite interested person to submit their nomination papers for election to the Speaker, office of the Speaker. Honorable members, via Gazette Notice 11055 dated 14th September 2022, I, the Clerk of the County Assembly, notified the general public a vacancy in the office of the Speaker of the County Assembly and invited persons qualified to be elected as members of County Assembly, but not members of County Assembly, to submit their nomination papers for election of the office of the Speaker. Additionally, I published the declaration of vacancy by advertisement to 2 newspapers of national circulation, that is, the Standard and the Daily Nation, on Thursday, 15th September 2022. Honorable members, candidates collected nomination papers for position of Speaker of County Assembly. As at the close of nomination period, the following had presented their nomination papers: John Mbabu, Felix G. Mbuki, Samuel Mudini Karangi, Lawrence Mtembei Douglas, Dr. Eliud Mate Muridi, Martin Mutwiri Mkonge Fisher, and Agnes Nkanya. Secondly, honorable members, Standing Order 77.4 requires that the clerk shall maintain a register in which shall be shown the date and the time when each candidate's nomination papers were received, and shall ascertain that every such candidate for election of office of the Speaker is qualified to be elected as such under Article 193 of the Constitution. I hereby confirm that a register has been maintained in accordance to the requirement of the standing orders. At the close of the nomination period, which was Monday, 19th September 2022 at 6 p.m., the following candidate had submitted their nomination papers for election as Speaker of County Assembly: Dr. Eliud Mate Muridi, number 2, Felix G. Mbuki, number 3, Samuel Mudini Karangi, and John Mbabu. Thirdly, honorable members, Standing Order 7.5 requires that immediately upon the close of nomination period, provided under paragraph 2, the clerk shall publicize and make available to all members a list showing all qualified candidates, and B, make available to all members copies of the CVs of the qualified candidates. Honorable members, I hereby confirm that the list showing all qualified candidates was publicized and was made available to all members. I further confirm that I made available to all members copies of the CV of qualified candidates. Honorable members, for position of Speaker of County Assembly, the following candidates were validly nominated as at the close of nomination period: Dr. Eliud Mate Muridi, Felix G. Mbuki, Samuel Mudini Karangi, and John Mbabu. Honorable members, I will proceed to enumerate the procedure of the first ballot. Therefore, Standing Orders 8 provide that the election of the Speaker shall be by secret ballot. We shall now proceed to the ballot of the election of the Speaker pursuant to Standing Order 8.2, which provides that the clerk shall, at the commencement of each ballot, cause ballot box empty and unlocked to be displayed to the County Assembly, and shall, in the presence of the County Assembly, lock the box, which shall thereafter be kept in full view of the County Assembly until conclusion of the ballot. Honorable members, I now direct the Sergeant-at-Arms and the clerks at the table to empty and unlock and display the ballot box to the County Assembly. Thank you. I now direct that the box be locked in the presence and viewing of the County Assembly. Thank you. You may resume your seat. No, Sergeant at Arms, you check there, both sides. Honorable members, I confirm that the box has been locked in full view of the County Assembly. And thank you so much, officers. Now, Standing Orders 8.3 requires that the clerk shall not issue more than one ballot to each member who come to the table to obtain it, and each member who wishes to vote shall proceed to the booth which is designated as provided by the clerk for purposes and for that purpose, and located next to and within reasonable distance of the ballot box, and shall while there mark the ballot by placing a mark in the space opposite the names of the candidate for whom the member wishes to vote. Fold the marked ballot paper before leaving the booth or area and place the folded ballot paper in the ballot box. The polling booth, which is on my right, as displayed. Pursuant to this standing order, I now direct that the ballot papers be issued to each member who come to the table to obtain it. To facilitate this process, the names of each member shall be called out, following which the members shall come to the table to obtain the ballot box. Each member shall then proceed to the polling booth, which is clearly marked, and while they mark the ballot paper and fold it. The member will then place the marked ballot paper in the ballot box. Honorable members, Standing Orders 8.4 provides that a member who before conclusion of the ballot has marked a paper in error may, by returning it to the clerk, obtain another in its place, and the clerk shall immediately cancel or destroy the paper so returned. Honorable members, Standing Orders 9 provide that the threshold of election of speaker is as follows. 1. A person shall not be elected as speaker unless supported in the ballot by a vote of 2/3 of all the members, which in our case is 16 members. If no candidate is supported by the vote of 2/3 of all members, then the candidate or candidates who receive the highest number of votes in the ballot referred in paragraph 1, and the candidate or candidates who in the ballot receive the next highest number of votes shall alone stand in the election for a further ballot, and the candidate who receives the highest number of votes in the further ballot shall be declared elected speaker. Honorable members, I wish to remind the Assembly that the voting exercise we are about to undertake is by secret ballot, as earlier communicated. Accordingly, members are not allowed to display their marked ballot papers to the Assembly or to the gallery or any person. Members of the Fourth Estate, the media, are reminded to observe Rule number 3C of the Assembly Broadcasting Rules, which provides that wide-angle shots of the chamber shall not be used during the vote, shall shall be used during the voting or division, and not shots taken as to show the manner in which the member has voted in the secret ballot. Therefore, honourable members, we are now ready and shall commence the voting process. Clerks at the table, please call out the names and issue the ballot papers to the members. We shall go in the order of precedence. So advised, let's proceed.
Honorable Mbai, Risbeth Gateria. Honorable Twiga Nevat. Honorable Kabir Jones Kenagani. Honorable Kithuka, Gitonga Leonard. Honorable Mbaya Anita Karemi. Honorable Mushiri Godfrey Muredi. Honorable Nderi Justin Kedenjias. Honorable Purity Wanjan Toreda. Honorable Murongilal Fatuma. Honorable Gitonga Morris Mbabu. Honorable John Joseph Jero. Honorable Kamunyu Kennedy. Honorable Karoko Wanja. Honorable Kaduni Rispa Gaki. Honorable Kireko Jacob Murimi Ndeke. Honorable Rusi Mudhoni Ndega. Honorable Marengo Luke Nyaganjero. Honorable Mugao Sylvester Kanyaru. Honorable Mwaura Joel Mwangi. Honorable Njagi Joseph Kenywa. Honorable Njagi Zakaria Moneki. Honorable Nyaga Franklin Mawera. Honorable Yongo Nancy.
Honorable members, from our record, all members present have collected a ballot paper and voted. However, I still wish to avail the opportunity for any member present who has not been called and has not come down to collect the ballot papers to vote. Any member who has not voted? Thank you. There being none, honorable members, in view of Standing Orders 86, provide that when it appears to the clerk that all members who are present and wished to vote have placed their ballot papers in the ballot box, the clerk shall cause to be unlocked the box, examine the ballot papers, and having rejected those ballot papers that are unmarked or spoiled, report the results of the ballot, and no member who has not already recorded his or her vote shall be entitled to do so after the clerk has unlocked the ballot box. Honorable members, pursuant to these standing orders, it now appears to me that all members who are present and wish to vote have done so. Therefore, pursuant to Standing Orders 86, I direct that the ballot box be unlocked and that each ballot paper be examined. And I also wish to direct that the ballot box be unlocked. There will be a clerks at the table. There will be a clerk to take a vote for each of the candidates. One clerk will call out and display each ballot paper promptly and say loudly the person for whom the ballot has been marked. So ballot box, I also wish to remind the candidates, I did not receive the list of your possible agents, but should there be, let me give you opportunity for the agents for the respective candidates to come forward.
So first ballot, Karangi Samuel. Second, Karangi Samuel. Mbabu John. Mbabu John. Mbabu John. Karangi Samuel. Mbabu John. Mbabu John. Karangi Samuel. Mbabu John. Mbabu John. Mbabu John. Mbabu John. Karangi Samuel. Karangi Samuel. Mbabu John. Mbabu John. Karangi Samuel. Mbabu John. Mbabu John. Mbabu John. Mbabu John.
Order, please. Let's maintain silence.
Mbabu John.
Proceed with the counting.
So, we are going to tally the votes. Order, silence. We are going to tally the votes. We are going to start with Karangi Samuel Mutheni. And we are going to give one by one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. The next ballot is for Mbabu John. The total for Karangi is 7 for the first ballot. For John Babu, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16.
Order, Sergeant at Arms, please maintain order. Order in the chamber, please. Those seated in the gallery and outside the chamber, within the precincts of the chamber, order. We had given directions that there is no form of applause until we are out of the chamber. Honorable members, I wish to announce the result of the first ballot for the election of Speaker held as follows. Total vote cast, 23. Spoiled, none. Dr. Eliud Mate Muridi, 0. Mr. Felix G. Mbuki, 0. Samuel Mudini Karangi, 7. John Mbabu, 16. Honorable members, having met the threshold as prescribed under the Standing Order 901, I now declare Honorable John Mbabu to be the duly elected as Speaker of County Assembly. Honorable members, Standing Orders 12 provide that immediately the results are declared, all ballot papers used in the election for the Speaker shall be packed and sealed in the presence of the Assembly and kept in custody of the clerk for a period of 6 months and shall thereafter be destroyed. I now direct the Sergeant at Arms that the ballot be sealed in safe custody and be delivered to the clerk. Ballot be sealed. The ballot be sealed. The ballot box be sealed. Thank you. Honorable members, Standing Orders 14 provides that immediately following the election of the Speaker, the clerk shall administer oath of affirmation of office of Speaker in the presence of an assembled assembly. I now direct that the Sergeant at Arms search for the said Honorable John Mbabu and present him before me and the Assembly forthwith for swearing in. The proposer of Honorable John Mbabu and the seconder, please escort the Sergeant at Arms to introduce that member to me. All members shall be upstanding as we undergo that exercise. The mace shall also be raised. After the oath, the Sergeant at Arms shall also raise the mace.
The clerk, I think, yes, this is Honorable John Mbabu. I introduce Honorable John Mbabu. I was his agent. I introduce him to the clerk for the swearing in.
Thank you. We will now proceed to take oath of office, the Bible or the Quran.
I, John Mbabu, having been elected the Speaker of the County Assembly of Tharaka Nithi, do swear solemnly affirm that I shall always truly and diligently serve the people of the Republic of Kenya in the office of the Speaker of the County Assembly of Tharaka Nithi, and that I shall respect, uphold, preserve, protect, and defend the Constitution of the Republic of Kenya, and that I shall do right to all manner of persons in accordance with the Constitution of Kenya and the laws and conventions of Parliament without fear or favor or affection or ill health. So help me God.
Thank you. Honorable Speaker, you are welcomed to the chamber. You may, the Sergeant at Arms, please raise the mace as the Speaker takes his chair. Honorable members, remain upstanding as the Speaker signs the oath. That's it. You may be holding the mace as the Speaker signs. Honorable Speaker, we will request you to go to the bar so that you are robed at the bar. The bar is where the officer is sitting. Sergeant at Arms and the clerk, please robe the speaker. This is a special ceremony. We may now applause the speaker by foot tapping. We may applaud the speaker by foot tapping.
Honorable members, please be seated. Honorable members, before I give my maiden speech, I will request the clerk that we carry on the election of the Deputy Speaker first, then the other procedure will follow in due course. So we proceed to the next order paper. Proceed to detail each such activity in the manner in which we have compiled with the standing orders. Honorable members, via Gazette Notice 11/05/6, dated on 14th of September 2022, the clerk of the County Assembly notified the general public of vacancy of office of the Deputy Speaker of the County Assembly and invited interested persons who qualify to be elected for the position to submit their nomination papers for election of the Deputy Speaker. The following candidates collected nomination papers for the position of Deputy Speaker of the County Assembly and as at the close of nomination period. This was 1, Honorable Gitonga Leonard Kithuka, Honorable Nyaga Mawira, Honorable Nderi Justin Kithinji. Secondary, honorable members, Nderi Justin Kithinji, yes. Secondary, honorable members, I hereby confirm A register was maintained in accordance with the requirements of the standing orders. At the close of the nomination period, which was on Monday, 19 September 2022 at 6 p.m., the following candidates are submitting their nomination papers for election of the Deputy Speaker of the County Assembly of Tharaka Nithi. 1. Honorable Leonard Gitonga J. Kithuka. 2. Honorable Nderi Justin Kithinji. 3. Honorable Nyaga Franklin Mawera. On these notes, honorable members, have just been informed by the clerk that 1. Honorable Franklin Mawera has withdrawn from the list by a letter dated today. Pursuant to standing order number 10. So having that in consideration, honorable members, it means that we only have 2 candidates for the position of the Deputy Speaker. Thirdly, honorable members, standing order number 7, subsection 5, requires that immediately upon the close of the nomination period provided for the above paragraph 2, the clerk shall A. publicize and make available to all members a list showing all qualified candidates. B. Make available to all members copies of the CV of the qualified candidates. Honorable members, I hereby confirm that a list showing all qualified candidates was published and was made available to all members, and further confirm that it was made available to all members copies of their CV of the qualified candidates. Honorable members, for the position of the Deputy Speaker of the County Assembly of Tharaka Nithi, the following candidates were validly nominated at the close of nomination period. 1. Leonard Gitonga J. Kithuka. 2. Honorable Nderi Justin Kithinji. The third one we have already struck out because he has opted to get out of the race. Scenario 1, first ballot. Honorable members, in pursuant of provisions of standing order number 8, the election of the Deputy Speaker shall be held by secret ballot. Honorable members, I now direct that the ballot box, empty and unlocked, be displayed to the County Assembly. Having done that, honorable members, I now direct the ballot box be locked in the presence and being of the County Assembly. Honorable members, the polling booth is on my left side as displayed. Pursuant to this standing order, I now direct that the ballot paper be issued to each member who comes to the table to obtain it. To facilitate this process, the name of each member shall be called out, following which the member shall come to the table and obtain the ballot paper. Each member shall then proceed to the polling booth, which is clearly marked, and mark the ballot paper and fold it. The member will then place the marked ballot paper in the ballot box. I proceed. Honorable members, standing order number 8 subsection 4 provides that who before the conclusion of a ballot has marked a paper in heller may, by returning it to the clerk, obtain another one in its place, and the clerk shall immediately cancel and destroy the paper so returned. Honorable members, pursuant to the provisions of standing order number 9 of the election threshold as follows. A person shall not be elected as a deputy speaker unless supported in a ballot by votes of 2/3 of all the members, which is 16 members in our case. If no candidate is supported by the votes of 2/3 of the members, the candidate or candidates who received the highest number of votes in the ballot referred to as in paragraph 1, and the candidate or candidates who in the ballot received the next highest number of votes shall 1. stand for election in further ballot, and the candidate who receives the highest number of votes in further ballot shall be elected as the deputy speaker. Honorable members, I wish to remind the Assembly that the voting exercise we are about to undertake is by secret ballot as earlier communicated. Accordingly, members are not allowed to display their marked ballot papers to the Assembly, the gallery, or any other person. Members of the media are also reminded to observe Rule 3, subsection 3 of the Assembly Broadcasting Rules, which provides that wide-angle shots of chamber shall be used during the voting and division, and no shot shall be taken so as to show the manner in which the member has voted in any secret ballot. Honorable members, we are now ready and shall commence the voting process. Clerk, at the table, please call out the names for issuance of ballot papers.
Honorable Mbabu Risbeth Gateria. Honorable Ntwega Nevat. Honorable Kabe Jones Kenagani. Honorable Kithuka Gitonga Leonard. Honorable Mbaya Anita Karemi. Honorable Mushiri Godfrey Muredi. Honorable Nderi Justin Kedinjiat. Honorable Purity Wanjan Toreda. Honorable Morongi Rael Fatuma. Honorable Gitonga Morris Maugo. Honorable John Joseph Njero. Honorable Kamunyu Kennedy. Honorable Karuko Wanja. Honorable Kaduni Rispagaki. Honorable Kireko Jacob Murimi Ndeke. Honorable Rusi Modoni Ndega.
Honorable Gitonga Leonard Kithuka. Honorable Gitonga Leonard Kithuka. Honorable Leonard Gitonga Kithuka. Honorable Nderi Justin Kithinji. Honorable Nderi Justin Kithinji. Honorable Gitonga Leonard J. Kithuka. Honorable Nderi Justin Kithinji. Honorable Gitonga Leonard J. Kithuka. Honorable Nderi Justin Kithinji. Honorable Gitonga Leonard J. Kithuka. Honorable Gitonga Leonard Kithuka. Honorable Gitonga Leonard Kithuka. Honorable Gitonga Leonard Kithuka. Honorable Nderi Justin Kithinji. Honorable Nderi Justin Kithinji. Honorable Nderi Justin Kithinji. Honorable Gitonga Leonard J. Kithuka. Honorable Nderi Justin Kithinji. Honorable Gitonga Leonard Kithuka. Honorable Gitonga Leonard Kithuka. Honorable Nderi Justin Kithinji. Lastly, Honorable Nderi Justin Kithinji. Thank you. We will proceed to count. For Gitonga Leonard, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Honorable Gitonga, Honorable Kithinji, proceed. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Honorable members, I wish to announce the results of the first ballot for the election of the Deputy Speaker held as follows. Total votes cast 23. Spoiled votes 0. Honorable Gitonga Leonard J. Kithuka 13. Honorable Nderi Justin Kithinji 10. Having said that, honorable members, and seeing no sign of withdrawal, then yes, Honorable Kithinji.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker. Having been defeated by my friend Gitonga in the first round, I don't wish to subject these honorable members to a second round. Therefore, Mr. Speaker, I withdraw my candidature. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Honorable members, Justin Kithinji having withdrawn from the list, then we shall proceed. Honorable members, pursuant to the provision of the Standing Order number 12, I now direct that the ballot be sealed for safe custody. Honorable members, pursuant to the provisions of Article 7(4) of the Constitution of Kenya 2010 and Standing Order number 14, I shall now, before I administer oath, I will declare one Leonard Gitonga as the Deputy Speaker elect of the Tharaka Nithi County Assembly. And I will proceed, honorable members, in pursuant of provisions of Article 7(4) of the Constitution of Kenya 2010, Standing Order as number 14, I shall now administer oath of affirmation of office to the Deputy Speaker, one Honorable Gitonga, in the presence of the Assembly. Please, Honorable Gitonga, come forward. Proceed to the bar so that you can be escorted by the Sergeant at Arms, plus the proposers, honorable members. He had two proposers, a proposer and a seconder. Proceed, honorable members. Upon me by electing me as the Speaker of this dignified Third County Assembly. I humbly accept and submit to your will, and I am ready to serve without fear or favor. I commend all those that have expressed interest in becoming the Speaker, and laud the efforts of my worthy competitors. It is common knowledge that I'm not the best, but it is God who has bestowed me this opportunity to serve this county assembly. They are equally able, and I will at this juncture encourage them that their time is coming. I am greatly honored to serve you as your I was greatly honored to serve you as your first Speaker of this county assembly, and I'm deeply humbled now again to serve you as the third Speaker of this county assembly. Honorable members, I am proud and congratulate you for being elected and nominated to serve in the third county assembly. I am therefore delighted to note that a third of the members have served in the previous assemblies. Your re-election demonstrates the confidence that the people of Tharaka Nithi have in you and the leaders that they elect to this assembly. On this note, allow me to single out and recognize Honorable Elizabeth Kateria, the member for Ganga, and Honorable Nefat Ntwiga, the member for Medero, who both served in the first county assembly and again in the defunct local authorities and have now made their comeback to this third assembly. I will also recognize Honorable Mushiri Godfrey Mureithi, the member for Karingani, who served as the majority leader in the larger part of the second assembly. My recognition also goes and salutes Honorable Kabe Jones Kinegeni, the member for Mwembe, Honorable Kithuka Gitonga Leonard, the Deputy Speaker now, and the member for Kondi, Honorable Kithinji Nderi Justin, the member for Magumoni, who served in the second assembly and have now been re-elected in the third county assembly. I also wish to specially recognize Honorable Mbai Anita Karemi, who who served in the second assembly as nominated member and now in the third assembly as an elected member representing Mariani Ward. Your resilience is an inspiration to many women in this county. Additionally, being one of the 2 elected women members of the county assembly in the third assembly, this is significant step towards achieving the objective of gender equality and representation as anticipated by the Constitution of Kenya. Particularly mention also goes to Honorable Purity Wanja Mtwaredha, who served in the first assembly as a member of Chogoria Ward and now is a nominated member in the third assembly, and Honorable Murongi Lai Fatuma, who served as a mayor in the defunct local authorities and is now a nominated member of the county assembly. Actually, she served before me. I took over from her, and we are here again with her. So this world is endless. I also do recognize and congratulate the members elected to this assembly for the first time. Namely, 1, Honorable Gitonga Morris Maugu, the member for Mozambique, Honorable Joseph John Jeru, member for Igambangombe, Honorable Kamunyu Kennedy, the member for Marimanti, Honorable Kiriko Jacob Murimi Ndeke, member for Mugwe, Honorable Malengo Luke Nyaga Jeru, member for Mokodhima, Honorable Mogao Sylvester Kanyaru, member for Gatunga, Honorable Njagi Joseph Kenywa, member for Chiakaliga, Honorable Franklin Mawira, member for Chogoria, for undergoing a grueling campaign and ultimately making it to this august house. This is an assembly where dreams are built. The second assembly elevated the sense of duty for members for the first time. Members of the county assembly sought higher offices, i.e. the office of the deputy governor, the office of the senator, and the office of the women representative, and they all made it. Congratulations to them. 1, Wilson Nyaga, who is now the deputy governor. 1, Mwenda Gataya, who is now the Honorable Mwenda Gataya, who is now the senator. And 1, Honorable Susan Mwindu, who is the woman representative. I wish to applaud the people of Tharaka Nithi for elevating the leadership expectation that of good performance is rewarded with being uplifted to national level and county level. I single-heartedly want to congratulate the Deputy Governor, Honorable Nyaga, a long-serving member in the House who served the first and the second assemblies as a member of Mozambique. He has also served as a councillor in the different local authorities. I also congratulate Senator Mwenda Gataya, who served the first and second assembly as a member of Mokodhima Ward. I do wish to sincerely congratulate our women Member of Parliament, Honorable Susan, who served also in the second assembly as a member for Marimanti. It is my hope that they will continue serving the people of Tharaka Nithi faithfully and diligently in their different capacities. The second assembly has set the bar high, but when I look around, I see a galaxy of brains and potential members who I'm sure that the third assembly will produce even more to more greatness. I also wish to congratulate the 3 members of parliament. 1, Gitonga Murugara, Honorable Gitonga Murugara from Tharaka constituency, Honorable Patrick Monene from Chuka Igambangombe constituency, and Honorable Kareke Mbiuki for their re-election to their respective seats, and assure them that we will work with them and no witch-hunting in any way whatsoever. Honorable members, I wish to urgently and most sincerely congratulate His Excellency the Governor, Onesmus Muthomi Njuki, on his re-election as the Governor of Tharaka Nithi County, and also wish to thank him for recognizing the leadership qualities in the Assembly, thus choosing his running mate from one of the Assembly members. Honorable members, it is my hope that the executive arm of the county government, under the able leadership of His Excellency Honorable Governor Muthomi Njuki, will continue to have a cordial and functional working relationship with the legislative arm of the county government to ensure smooth operation of the entire government and service delivery to the people, to the great people of Tharaka Nithi County, without compromising the independence and the autonomy of the county assembly. Honorable members, in the second assembly, despite the challenges posed by COVID-19 pandemic, the honorable members went above beyond the call of duty in discharging their constitutional mandates and considered 39 bills, 36 of which have been ascended to and are now law. In addition to its representative, legislative, and oversight laws, the Assembly also achieved various milestones. Among these is refurbishment and improvement of the County Assembly offices, procurement of County Assembly bus, and construction of the Speaker's residence at Kathwana. Unlike the first County Assembly, which was faced by numerous challenges affecting its operationalization, we must acknowledge that the foundation has now been laid by the Second Assembly, and the Third Assembly will carry out and execute and execution of this important task of registration oversight of the county executive. Honorable members, I will support the efforts put in place by the Second Assembly, such as going paperless and embracing technology, and further actualize the vision of the Third Assembly. I commit to ensuring meaningful engagements with other constitutional bodies and stakeholders. I will strive to ensure adequate facilitation of members in execution of their constitutional mandate as the chair of the County Assembly Service Board. I will ensure a conducive working environment for all members of the County Assembly and staff, and I urge the County Assembly staff to remain independent and apolitical in offering advisory and services to the members of the County Assembly. Having served in the County Assembly before, I am now alive to the challenges facing the County Assembly, and I commit to finding amicable solutions to each one of them. I am your servant. I am here to serve you all on equal measure, and on this note, I commit to be impartial in all my undertakings. I am fully confident of building on the past success of the Assembly and charting the new paths that will lead us to more gradual and maintain the honor and the dignity of this Assembly. I thank you all. God bless Tharaka Nithi. God bless Kenya. I will now invite the Honorable Deputy Speaker to give his acceptance speech.
My colleagues, honorable members, invited guests, ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. I take this opportunity to thank the Almighty God for the favor He has shown me and for the time He has given me to serve these people of Tharaka Nithi County and the Third Assembly by extension. I too wish to thank my family members and the electors on Code 1, because they are the initiators of this process. I would not have been here if they didn't elect me as the MCA. So I pass my special thanks to them. I too thank my honorable members for having faith in me, for having that trust. For sure, I was not certain if I would become the deputy speaker, but what I knew is I had a 50-50 chances of becoming one, because we were two of us. So my special thanks to you all, the honorable members, for this opportunity to serve you. I'll truly serve you with all my heart and passion to ensure that this Thanda County Assembly succeeds in what we are supposed to do. I do thank everyone for your prayers and support, and look forward to working with each one of you in the coming days and in the future in whatever capacity that each one of us will get. Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I didn't have much to say. Thank you, everyone. May God bless you all. May God bless the Thanda Assembly. May God bless Tharaka Nithi County. And may God bless Kenya. Thank you so much. Asanteni.
Thank you, the Honorable Gitonga. For you, you are a bit fortunate because you are 50-50. Me, I was 10%. I was even contemplating whether to come or not. Asanteni yangu ni kushukuru members of the County Assembly kwa kunichagua siku ya leo, na nimekubali hiyo wadhifa ambao wamenipea. Niseme niko tayari kufanya kazi, niko tayari kufanyia watu ya members of the County Assembly kazi na watu ya Tharaka Nithi County kijumla, na mimi nimekubali kwamba tutaleta uhusiano mwema kati ya executive na legislature, lakini tulisema kwamba hii uhusiano isipite ile kiwango ya autonomy ile imewekwa kwa sheria ya County Assembly, because there are 3 organs of government, that is the legislature, the executive and the judiciary, na zote tatu they are independent, they learn independently. So sisi tuko tayari kufanya kazi na tutafuata sheria vile inasema kwa kila kitu. We shall not engage in witch hunting in any way whatsoever. Yes, kuna zile County Assembly chambers tulianza kitambo when I was the first speaker, and ilirudi ikaingiliwa na watu ya EACC, wakasema wanataka kufuatilia vile procurement ilifanywa, but walikuja na wakafuatilia na wakaona kwamba procurement ilikuwa imefanywa vile inatakana. So what we will do now is to follow up from where we left, kwa sababu at that point in time hakukuwa na budget ya development expenditure kwa assembly. It was only recurrent expenditure. But sasa we shall consult with the executive and the control of budget ndio tujue how we allocate that money, ndio hiyo mjengo iweze kuendelea, and we make sure that by the end of our term that hii assembly imetoka kwa mabati imeenda kwa ile nyumba mpya yenye tulikuwa tumeanzisha huko chini.
Okay, asante sana. Naitwa Gitonga Leonard, Kithuka. Nataka kurudishia shukrani Mwenyezi Mungu kwa hii nafasi amenipea ya kufanyia watu wa Tharaka Nithi na Tharaka Nithi County Assembly kazi. Nishukuru mwenzangu MCA Justin Kithinji ambaye tulikuwa tunashindana naye kwa hii kiti ya Deputy Speaker. Nampea pongezi kwa sababu pia yeye amejitahidi na amekubali kushindwa. Na hii imefanyika kwa sababu tunataka tufanye kazi tukiwa United Assembly. Kama tumeungana kama Assembly, hatutaki mgawanyike katika nyumba letu la Assembly ya Tharaka Nithi. So na pia nataka kutoa shukrani kwa watu wa Nkondi ambao walinichagua, kwa sababu kwa hakika singekuwa Deputy Speaker kama singekuja hapa kama mheshimiwa mteule wa Nkondi Ward. So nawarudishia shukrani mingi. Nasema Mungu awabariki sana. Mimi nitafanya kazi pamoja na speaker wangu ambaye ameteuliwa, na pia nachukua nafasi hii kumpongeza kwa sababu niko na hakika sisi tutafanya kazi pamoja tukiwa tumeungana, na tutafanyia watu wa Tharaka Nithi kazi vile wangependa wafanyiwe. So tutafanya kazi vyema.